So you want a hotel on the Strip with a great location, reasonable room rates, and some really nice restaurants and amenities. Is the Park MGM the hotel for you? This video is going to answer that question. In the next few minutes, I'll take you on a tour of a standard room at the Park MGM, then I'll show you around the property, including Eataly, and finally, we'll take a tour of the pool. Be sure to watch till the end because I'll take you through my pros and cons of staying at the Park MGM and give you some tips on what hotels it might compare to if you want some other options. Okay, let's go. And welcome. So this is a standard room at the Park MGM, and it's got kind of a stylish, retro, slightly industrial vibe. That's my hot take on the design. So you've got some cool art on the wall. You've got those pops of red that give it sort of a sexy, modern, retro touch. You've got the sofa and table instead of a desk, so it's more like a loungy kind of a vibe. And the view here that you're gonna see is facing the southeast, kind of towards the airport. That's where we were situated. Good sized TV, you see the industrial touches on the mirror, and this room is about 400 square feet, so on the smaller side. You see a smaller closet, there's not a lot of room to hang stuff, but you have some drawers. And then we're gonna check out the bathroom. So this is probably the biggest drawback for me. It's tight, so you don't have a double sink, you have that one sink area, and there's no separate area for your toilet, it's just hanging out right there. But the shower is nice, it's a good size. It's not just a standing one-person shower, and it's really nicely done. You can tell it's been recently updated. So, did you hit that like button yet? Also, if you like content like this, please subscribe for more Vegas reviews and tips. Thank you so much. Pop quiz. Do you know why the Park MGM is called the Park MGM? It actually took me until I think my second visit to figure this out, but the theme is New York Central Park, okay? So the Nomad restaurant, that's a New York restaurant. The whole vibe is like city or oasis within a city. So I'll show you what I mean in this next clip. This is the lobby, and the centerpiece is this really cool tree root structure thing that covers the whole ceiling of the lobby. Behind that tree, you kind of just glimpsed it. This is the main cafe breakfast restaurant called Primrose. I love this place. They just have a great breakfast. Insane pancakes. It's always just really, really good. Just that little bit extra when you want a really nice breakfast. So here's the park theme in action. So the green carpeting, these murals, the tones of green on the walls and the trim. It's supposed to have this like natural, naturey, calming vibe. And I really enjoy that. I like a nice theme. Okay, let's check out the restaurants. Like I said, this is one of my favorite collections of restaurants in a hotel on the Strip. So here goes. Of course, there's a beautiful steakhouse, Bavette's. Just look at the entryway. Doesn't it just make you want to eat a steak? It does. It does for me. On the record is the live music venue. They have DJs here as well, right off the casino floor. And now we're getting close to Mama Rabbit, which is one of their newer venues. It's a mezcal bar, so really, really nice, beautiful mezcal cocktails. If you like mezcal, definitely go check it out. I love the decor here. It's just like super colorful, and it's just a fun place to get a nice pre-dinner or post-dinner cocktail. Okay, we are about to walk past my favorite restaurant at the park. It is Best Friend, and this is like kind of California, Korean, modern, Asian, just fun, delicious, tasty food. Just look at the entryway to this restaurant. It's like kind of like a cafe, bodega, diner kind of a thing. It's just so fun. And the main restaurant is behind all of this. But, they sell souvenirs, of course, but I think it's just super fun. And here we are at Eataly. Okay, I used to live in Chicago, and they have a great Eataly there, so I was so happy when Eataly opened at the park. It's huge, it's beautiful. So what you're seeing now are like all the little different counters. So like in Italy, you would go to a separate cheesemonger, butcher, pizza. So you can go to all these and get what you want. It's a good place for like an easy, less expensive, kind of a meal. Like, look at that pizza. Right now, a lot of the counters aren't open. It's still during COVID restrictions, and it's early, so we have it nice and all to ourselves without the crowds. But I had to do a close-up of the cheese. I love cheese. You can do street food. They've got like fried things, arancini, things like that. And I love this bar back here. It's just kind of the perfect quiet bar for a cocktail. They do have food and apps there as well. There's another restaurant right past the bar where they have mostly pizza and pasta, and then right behind the bar is Monzo, which isn't currently open, but it's their more like meat, steak, high-end restaurant within Eataly. Back out on the casino floor, you've got a noodle shop. I haven't been to this one, but noodles are always good. And then we're going to come up on sort of the gift shop for the Park Theater. And what's in there right now is Lady Gaga's costumes and, you know, souvenirs and stuff. So it says House of Gaga, Las Vegas. She did a residency here back in 2019, 2020. But it is actually really cool to see the totally outrageous Gaga-esque outfits as you walk past. And right next to this is the entrance to the Park Theater. So if you're seeing a show here, it's right off the casino floor, very convenient to your room. You know, you'll be back in your room within like a minute after your show's over. Now walking back towards the lobby, you're seeing the Nomad. So this is a hotel within the Park MGM, a restaurant, and a cocktail bar, all called Nomad. So the Nomad Hotel itself is really similar to the Park MGM in terms of the room decor. The rooms might be slightly larger. So if you're looking at, you know, deciding between them, for the price, you might as well just go with the Park MGM. It's almost always cheaper than staying at the Nomad, and you get virtually the same amenities. And you can still go have an amazing cocktail at the Nomad bar, which I highly recommend. So this is the first time I'd ever seen the pool at the Park MGM. When you hear about amazing Vegas pools, the park doesn't usually come up, but they have a really nice pool area. They don't have a day club. I would say it's more of a chill environment, but let me just show you. So again, you're gonna see all of the pretty green. There's lots of trees, green tones, and the umbrellas and everything. So it is a really relaxing sort of a vibe. There are 3 pools, so you're seeing kind of the smaller one that's immediately to your left when you walk in. And then there are 2 more that are very similar. They're a little bigger. So like I said, it's not super exciting, but as you can see, it's a really, really nice atmosphere. Over on the right, that's the restaurant, the breakfast restaurant Primrose that I mentioned before, so it looks out over the pool. And there you've got the pool bar, which is just super cute. You know, you've got to have a pool bar in Vegas. And there's a nice view of the largest of your 3 pools. All right, the pros. Number 1, the location of the Park MGM is amazing, especially how convenient it is to the T-Mobile Arena. It is literally right across the street. 2, the parking is great. It's so close to the hotel that it's a pretty short walk from your parking garage into the lobby. 3, it's one of the more affordable resorts in that mid-strip area that's so close to everything. The rates are very cheap during the week, and weekends are typically better than some properties like the Aria or Caesar's Palace. 4, the Park MGM has great restaurant options. I love it. It's one of my favorite collection of restaurants, and I love Eataly too, if you couldn't tell. And 5, the rooms are really stylish. You know, they're up to date. They've got that like kind of industrial loft, stylish, sexy vibe. So that is fun, even if they're a little on the small side. Now for the cons. Number 1, the rooms are on the small side. And the bathrooms are small. You're not going to get that nice double sink. There's no tub in the standard rooms, but they're great for 1 or 2 nights if you don't mind, you know, a slightly tighter bathroom. 2, the pool. If an amazing pool experience is really important to you, you're coming during pool season, then the Park MGM might not really tick that box for you. It's nice, it's got 3 nice big pools, but nothing that's just a showstopper like you get at the Wynn or the MGM Grand. And the third con, and this totally depends on what you're coming to Vegas for, but the Park MGM isn't really known as a party club spot. They do have a live music venue with DJs and late night stuff, but it's not like the sceney type clubbing spot where you're gonna get like the famous DJ headliner type people. But of course, maybe you don't care about that at all. In my opinion, the Park MGM would be comparable, or at least worth comparing, to Planet Hollywood and Paris. Both of those properties have an amazing location as well. They're right next to each other, mid-strip. and you can often get really good rates. If rates are high on the weekends at the Park MGM, I would check out one of those properties. Another option, if price is your main concern, would be New York, New York. It's right next door to the Park MGM on the other side of the T-Mobile Arena, and the rooms are going to be a little smaller, but you might spend a little bit less. So those are some good options. So in my opinion, the Park MGM is perfect if you're going to an event, obviously at the Park Theater or at the T-Mobile Arena. You can't get any closer to T-Mobile than the Park MGM. So I love it for that. For one night, especially on a weeknight when you can get an amazing rate, that would absolutely be my top pick. Alright guys, I hope this video helped you plan your next trip to Vegas. Please smash that like button and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you in Vegas.